Hello, Sanibonani. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Another day, another Quarantine Diaries. Today, I am joined by a friend of mine and a fellow lab technician all the way from Lagos. He is known by his stage name, AY Comedian. His name is Ayo Makun. He holds a lot of records, not just in comedy. Not only is he an award-winning comedian, he's in the Guinness Book of Records for the highest selling or highest grossing movie. And he's done so much. Let me bring him so that you guys can ask him all the questions that you have. Ayo.
What's up, Thenjiwe? How you doing?
I am good. I'm good. I am so used to lockdown now. I think when this finishes, I'm just going to be upset.
Lockdown is not something anybody is supposed to get used to. I don't want to get used to this lockdown because I've been bored to death. You know, we love to walk, we love to travel, we love to go from one location to another. And there's no money coming in. So why are you excited about it? There's no money coming in. We're missing money.
That's the only thing. But I think my body is happy to get a chance to rest and also to spend time with my family because we're always on the road.
Oh, yes. If it's that one, I tell you, my daughter is very happy because we've had time to fraternize even more, and we spend even much time together. And now I'm beginning to understand and know the places where some things are kept in the house. Before now, yes, I just know the different areas now where I can get whatever I need to get. And the bonding with my daughter has been very, very good as well. We'll do some videos we'll just put on my Instagram channel as well. And I sometimes see, and you won't believe it, the videos with her are getting more views than all the ones that I've been going out to do. Okay, it's very annoying. So
but your daughter is very talented. Remember,
thank you.
When I first saw her performing, doing piano at your show.
Oh, yes. The one she played piano for Two-Face. Yeah.
Yeah. Like she takes after you. She is a performer. And as a parent, I think you're just going to have to accept, at least you're already in the performing industry. So you will understand when Michelle says, Daddy, I want to perform. Speaking of which, you are one of the most successful and hardest working comedians that I know, not just in Africa, but in the world. Can we first tell people what is it that AY does? Because you're not just a comedian. When I say AY, what does AY do? What does AY do?
Is that a question to me now?
Yes, it's a question to you. If someone wanted to know, if a stranger wants to know,
yes,
who is AY, what does he do?
Oh, AY is a stand-up comedian. AY is an actor, is a movie producer, and basically is an entertainment practitioner. So anything entertainment, you can rope AY in. So AY is an actor, like I said, as a stand-up comedian, as a scriptwriter, is as a movie producer, and is also a director. AY is just a crazy entertainment individual. He's somebody who just want to find himself in the space and functioning one way or the other. So
when and how did it all start?
Well, entertainment for me started way back when I was working at a bar in Warri, Delta State in Nigeria. I was a barman, I was a bartender. And then we used to see different artists come to the club where I was working. And every time I see them, you know the way it is when you see the stars. And I just wanted to be like them. I just wanted to just do something like this. So occasionally I'm privileged to ask questions. And it got to a stage, I just said to myself that, okay, I'm going to be doing this. So while working at the club as a barman, I was now promoted to the PR department, which is quite aligned with entertainment. So I started doing a bit, but I functioned more when I entered the university. When I was in the university, I started doing the campus show, the campus beauty pageant, the most beautiful girl in Delta State University beauty pageant. I was the organizer, and thereafter I went ahead to start up with an award, Delta State University Achievers Merit Awards, and this became so big, and that was how I caught my teeth in the business of entertainment. All of this was over 26, 27 years ago.
26, 27 years ago. Now we see
Yeah.
AY, ladies and gentlemen, over 8 million followers on Instagram, over 4 million followers on Facebook. I'm not sure about
Yeah.
your Twitter.
On Facebook, on Facebook is like 5.9 million on Facebook. Yeah.
5.9 million on Facebook.
Yeah.
Over
Yeah.
8 million, almost 9 million on Instagram.
Then
On YouTube,
Twitter is 1.4. YouTube is about 650,000.
where
Yeah,
most African
subscribers.
content most African content creators, I had a conversation with other African content creators. We're all struggling to get just to 100,000, and here you are with over 600,000. How do you do it? What is the AY's recipe?
I think it's content creation. People are usually hungry for content. People want to see something on that space. So in as much as you give them content, you're driving traffic to your channel. And as a matter of fact, as you're bringing them to come see what you're doing, they also would like to see more, like Oliver Twist. They will ask for more. And if they want to get information about what next you're doing, you should always remind them to click on the subscription button. So when they start doing that click and getting a reminder, the way it is, word of mouth. Somebody's going to wake up the following morning and say, did you see what AY did with Thenjiwe? Wow, it was mind blowing. Where can I find that? Go on his YouTube channel, you said, and then you're going to have one convert and you have another convert like that. You're building, and before you know it, you're blowing out of proportion, especially when the contents are good. The people are definitely and always going to keep coming back.
Not many people make it to the Guinness Book of Records, and you are there. Why and how come?
It's as a result of the movie I did, 30 Days in Atlanta. I shot this movie in Atlanta, 30 Days in Atlanta. It was actually my first feature film, my very first film that I would, appear as an actor and also produce. So what happened was that I was doing a lot of skits. And my skits were gaining momentum. People were loving it. Across Africa, they were loving my skits. So I thought it was time to do, a proper movie. And I chose to do my first film outside of Nigeria. So I went to Atlanta, and I did a little bit of research. I was trying to find out some films that, that you do like destination films, how it works. And I remembered coming to America, and I said, okay, coming to America, is this something that
we are experiencing some technical difficulties, but just please bear with us. AY will definitely be back. It is just some minor technical difficulties.
Somebody was trying to call me. Yeah, I'm back. Somebody was trying to call me. I don't know how to stop them. I will look for ways to, because they're going to be interrupting this call once in a while. I don't know how to put it on mute or whatever. If I put it on flight mode, I won't have internet access, I guess. Yeah. So what I decided to do was to go to Atlanta. So I did this movie called titled 30 Days in Atlanta, and it became the highest grossing movie in Africa at the time. And as a result of that, the Guinness Book of World Records took notice of it. So it came. It was number one from Africa and number three, around across the world. So it was enough reason for it to be in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Oh, damn. So a young comedian or a young producer is listening to this and thinking it's easy for AY. He has money. He's rich. I can't produce a movie. What advice would you give them?
The truth is that you have to believe in yourself. You need to develop that passion. You need to have a passion for the craft. Yeah, it's not just because you go on YouTube, you see AY as a YouTube channel, you go there, you see that Thenjiwe is doing good. No, you need to have the passion, because if you don't have the passion, there's no way you are going to, excel or grow or gain proper inroad into the business. So for you to gain that inroad into the business, you must, I repeat, you must have an understanding of the business itself. Apart from the passion, you must have a talent in that given direction. Your talent definitely is going to, open you to opportunities, open you to even things that will make you progress and noticeable in the industry. And more importantly, do not have money as your focal point. If you put money in front and say, okay, I'm going there, because you're going to be running, you're going to be meeting a lot of disappointments. You're going to be finding yourself knowing that it's about the money. Once it's about the money, trust me, you're not going to go places, because the money won't just come from the very beginning. It will take some extra steps of sacrifice from you as a talent to take you to the direction and destination that you want to find yourself in the entertainment business.
That is good. Thank you for that. And I have seen you as a stand-up comedian fill up huge venues, not just in Nigeria, but also abroad. A lot of comedians cannot even fill up their grandmother's living room.
Yeah.
So how do you do it? How is AY able to have tens of thousands of followers, not just in Nigeria, but you go to London. I've performed with you in London, where you attract like tens of thousands, and then it's not just, when I say London, I mean London, the city. The next day it's Manchester, same thing. The next day it's another city, same thing.
Yeah.
How does AY do it?
Oh, well, thank God for this platforms like this, the social media space, the cyberspace in a way has, brought the world together to be like one community. And then knowing that fully well, that they're seeing what we're doing now, and they're seeing what we're doing in Lagos. Of course, when I do AY Live in Lagos, usually 6,000 capacity. And some of the contents we even upload on my YouTube channel, and some of the contents we put tidbits on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. So when you definitely now wake up and say, we're coming to London, now these people, they've been able to see what you do through YouTube, through Instagram, and every other social media platform. So when it now dawns on them that that guy that we are seeing on the social media space is coming here live, there's a difference when you see a gig live. There's a difference, just like football. There's a difference when you watch football live and when you see it on TV. So the people definitely would come out and support. And more importantly, it has to do with the kind of publicity you give to it as well, the kind of attention you call to that event, and knowing fully well that people need to be informed. People need to get the message that you're coming, and when they see it, and they just do what is needed. And that's why we say thank you to the social media platform.
That is great. And as AY comedian, you are known. Easter Sunday is your day. Everyone, it's an appointment. On Easter Sunday, we are going to watch AY live. There are comedians who rely on you. On Easter Sunday, I'm going to perform on AY's live. And then this thing happened. Mr. Rona decided to visit us this year. Oh,
Rona, Rona, we didn't see Corona coming. We didn't see Corona
nobody
coming.
was ready for it.
And guess what? When we were set, we were preparing for AY Live on Easter Sunday. Every Easter Sunday, in a way, was it's like a carnival experience in Nigeria for people lovers of the AY Live brand. Because what we do, we use the 6,000 capacity hall here, which usually we sell out. I tend to always sell it out yearly. And then I looked at Easter Sunday this year, and I said, okay, so this year, because of Corona and because of the lockdown and because of social distancing, does it mean that we're not going to do AY Live this year? So I decided to go into my thinking tank and say, okay, boy, what can you do? What can you pull off? And I made an announcement to everybody on the social media platform, and I said, I'm going to do AY Live on Instagram, live on Instagram, and I'm going to have it live on YouTube, and I'm going to also get a TV stations to stream it live on that same day. And they were wondering, how are you going to do this? And I said to them, that I'm going to call all the comedians and put them online just the same way we are online now, and do a proper network that is just going to, they will do their beats, do their things, and then we're going to have recorded beats from live shows that we have done, be it in London, be it in Manchester, be it in Nigeria. We're just going to put everything together, and just, in between our chit chats, we'll just bring all of that in. And guess what? It became the biggest thing ever in the history of entertainment in Nigeria. It became the most viewed Instagram live event in the country to date. Nobody has surpassed that. On Instagram, we had over 84,000 people who were live to see it. On the television platform, it was running to 1 million. Yeah, and also on is that what I'm saying? Is that, did you put it up?
Yes. Yep, that's 84,000.
All right, yeah. So we had it. Yes. So on YouTube, it was over 20 something thousand as well, and it went so well. It came out good, and I was a very, very, very happy man. That Corona is more like saying, Corona, shame to you, shame to you. The people also, they were very much alert of the fact that AY Live happened on that day. But the only difference is that it didn't put money in my pocket as such, from Instagram and the rest. Maybe YouTube is going to give me some money much more later. But on Instagram and the rest, now that got me thinking again. I'm trying to see how we can prepare like an app that with which you can link to all this platform and look for a way to monetize it for people to see. So with the direction that we're going now in the entertainment industry, with what Corona has taught us, even as entertainers, you and I know that there are no gigs for us this period. Nobody is going to be waiting for you to come out there and do your stand-up comedy shows. We know that we're going to be affected. So right now, this having content online and having things like this that will generate us money is the direction that we're thinking. And for me, it was also timely to have a new comedy series on my YouTube channel, which is currently running. It's called Kotoba, and Kotoba is running at the moment. So if you go to at AY Comedian, oh yeah, Kotoba is presently running on YouTube, and it's something that is making me smile on the side. So as entertainers, we must start thinking, we must start having ideas that we can do online, that we can put up for people to enjoy the content that we give to them, and at the same time make some money.
And Kotoba has such high quality, it's TV level. I've seen TV shows that are not shot with such quality, and even the writing, everything. Why? Because I know if you wanted to, you could have put it on a TV channel. Why did you put it on YouTube?
Oh yes, I'll tell you something, and this is going to, young talented comedians and entrepreneurs. The people we in this part of the world, we always face this idea of trying to get the TV stations involved, trying to get the channels involved. They'll put you through all sort of process that is going to cause a delay. And fine, AY is a brand. I can make a decision. I say I want to go on TV, but in a way, I have content running on TV and I know the process. I really, really wanted brands to start asking me this question that you're asking me now. And they've already started asking, why are you not putting this on TV? Why are we not on this? Why is my brand not on it? And that's exactly what I wanted to achieve, so that I will use it as a way to also let upcoming comedians, upcoming talents, actors know that the best way you can market yourself is to do it by yourself. Use the platforms that are available for you to market yourself. Once you do that, people are going to connect with you in no time. People are going to connect with your talent. People are going to want to do business with you. And for me, that was the best way to pass that message. Right now, it's probably still going to go on TV, but then I have been able to put it out there because I also want the world to enjoy it. I just didn't want any form of limitation to the content. And if you look at the quality, you can tell that the kind of quality that we have out there is the quality that's is meant for television.
Even Netflix can easily pick that up. And I'm also a big believer in owning your intellectual property, because with everything, especially moving digitally, in 40 years' time, Michelle can still take the same thing that you did and monetize it. But when you give it to a TV channel, it's better if you are licensing it, but it still belongs to AY. It's still yours, rather than just always giving our ideas away. Because there are so many people who gave their stuff away, and now it's on YouTube. They're not making a cent. It's the TV channel that makes money out of their content. So I think that's a very valid point. And a lot of comedians are looking for ways to now change, because we all know stand-up comedy, we can lie to ourselves and say, oh, I'll do stand-up comedy on Zoom. Stand-up comedy, to you, the mic and an audience. So
no, for stand-up comedy,
still being a comedian, but performing online and monetizing online?
Yeah, the only way you can monetize yourself as a comedian online is to do the show live. And when you're done doing the show live, you put the content on YouTube. I mean, you can't go on Zoom and begin to say, when I saw the lady dancing to Jerusalem and all that, because stand-up comedy is interaction. You have to interact. You have to build that relationship. You can't even go on a TV show, and sometimes that's why when some of the presenters, they say, okay, please, can you make our audience laugh for 5 minutes on a TV show? And I said, no, you don't expect me as your guest to just make it, because I want to see the reaction of the people. I want to know what direction the message is going. I want to know the chords that what part of the bones that I'm hitting, so I know how to take it a step further, and know how to navigate, and know how to hone them and make them become my immediate audience. But if you put me in a studio and you want me to do that, and I'm not seeing the viewers at home, it's not a thing of joy. It's not a thing. It's just you just throwing one-liners and just being naturally funny, like Thenjiwe, who is funny off stage and on stage, and just begin to just do your thing. But then, professionally speaking, you need an audience. So, but then if you want to monetize that, it should be something that probably you've put, you've done, on the stage, and then you bring it online.
And I do truly believe for stand-up comedy, you need an audience. I always compare it to driving a manual car. You need to be able to know, I need to reverse. I need to go on a different gear. You can't just say stuff and you're not getting the response from your audience. And so now the problem is people are not working, not just comedians, actors as well. And everybody now wants to do something online. I always say that it's difficult in most cases for actors because actors read. They read what other people have written. They do not create. So when they come to us and say, I want to open a YouTube channel, I want to do something on YouTube, how do you advise people with no idea of what they want to do on YouTube? They want to make money and they want to start earning by the end of the month.
No, is very very easy. To start with, uh, you must identify your talent. Your talent in this case must be seen as a product. So you must identify with that talent, that product that you have. Once you identify it and you've been able to convince yourself that there's something that you want to do, that is point number one. Once you identify it, you also now look at, what platform are you now going to showcase that talent? Is it on YouTube? Is it Facebook? Is it the because to start with, it doesn't just come easy. When you identify with the talent, you look for the platform, and when you look for that platform, you also need to think of promoting it. Promotion and marketing is key. And then you also need to understand your audience. So you look for the right target audience, to market, to push all that product to. Now, it's easy to say, I'm an actor and you have the talent. You must have people who also believe in that talent, people who can partner with you, because you're not going to be the one, running the cameras and all of that. Find partners, find people who can grow it, because sometimes as a beginner, it's very difficult to, want to get a cameraman, get a director, get a script writer, get everything. It's very very difficult to do. But what you can do, you can also partner with talents who also want to make money from the same kind of business. But you need to have that collaborative effort, that joint effort, and put it out there. So when you guys decide to come together and put it out there, and remember identifying with the product, which is your talent, and also knowing what platform you want to push that talent to is very, very important. Also have a promotional code of conduct, which is equivalent to marketing, and also know your target audience. When you have all of these put together, trust me, you're going to rule the cyberspace.
Yeah, that is so good. And when do you see us going back to work? When do you see this social distancing ending? Not just social distancing ending in terms of legally ending, but because it's not going to be, oh, social distancing has ended, let's go back and support comedy shows. But when do you realistically see us as comedians being able to host our shows again?
It's gonna take a little bit of time, and it's gonna take it's gonna take some time. In Africa, we have this attitude of, peeping through the window and look at our neighbors go out, and when they come back and we discover nothing happened to them, that's when we want to go out. So, so as entertainers, we're just going to we're just going to be observing other industries, other sectors, in as much as social distancing has been implemented on almost all of us in Africa, coupled with the lockdown situation. A time will come, all of this will pass. And when it does pass, we're just going to take that extra time to study, do less investment into the live shows, because it will take us back to that stage of experimenting as well. So we're just going to look at it and see how we can study our people, study our audience gradually. But I know we'll get there. But it's not something that's going to be automatic. So if you want me to give you the time frame, we should be looking at from December, November, December, to get back into full stream business, because the people are not going to be very very comfortable where you have crowds, except they're talking about vaccine, they're talking about providing cures, Madagascar, they're saying yes. all these elements needs to start working, and then we need to start seeing results. When we start seeing results, trust me, we'll definitely all would want to come out and get our lives back.
And Ayo Makun, I've seen you assist a lot of comedians launch their careers. You've assisted them getting bigger. You help comedians, including myself. I've seen what you are doing with Waripikin. I've seen you do it with so many other comedians and actors. Why do you do that? Aren't you supposed to be the only one who's famous? Why are you helping others? Are they not your competition?
No, one of the best ways for you to really confirm yourself that you are there should reflect in the number of people that you're able to carry along with you. And if you're a superstar in South Africa today, or superstar in Ghana, whatever part of the world, and the people around you who are looking up to you are not growing, then you're a failure, a big time failure. The only thing that confirms you to be a star is when the people around you are equally growing. Because there's something I've come to realize in the entertainment industry. The sky is wide enough for everyone to fly. A lot of people don't understand it up till now. So for me, I gained inroad into this business because somebody paved way for me. Somebody gave me an inroad into the business of stand-up comedy, and I give him kudos everywhere I go. His name is Ali Baba. So he saw me, yeah, he believed in my talent, and then he created that platform. It gave me that inroad to come and showcase my talent. And this is who I am today. But I know that God will definitely punish me if I have that same opportunity to bring other people and I say, no, it's time to press them down. And the truth, what people don't know about entertainment industry can only be respected. The entertainment industry can only be celebrated when they see a collective number of growth, successes. And then if you're the only one there, it's not an industry. You can just call it your business. So it's not the kind of business that we attract investors because it's a one-man show. But if collectively they have an understanding that yes, we can all grow together, then that's it.
So all the comedians who are listening, let us collaborate. When people want to work with you, it's not because they want to steal your fans. It's not because they want to steal your audiences. And do not be afraid to work with people just because you think they are not as big as you are, or you think they are funnier than you, they might steal your light. Collaboration, collaboration, collaboration. Let's work together, not just in South Africa, but in Africa as well. Because I think as Africans, we are more powerful. Divided we fall, together we stand.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a question from Chingliz, who is a comedian based in Zambia. He wants to know, how long did it take the AY brand to get where it is today in showbiz?
How long did it take? Okay, I started professionally in 2005. I started professionally in 2005, and but funny enough, or should I say good enough, luckily for me, I started in 2005. By 2006, I was already winning awards as Comedian of the Year in Nigeria. So I got into the industry, when you go prepared. Remember, on campus, I was already doing shows. Yes. So I already had experience on how events are done, how to package the event, how to bring in all the stars, to the campus community. So there was already an existing experience from that background. And coming from that background and finding myself in the space, is like you read for the exams that you came to write. And when you read for that exams, you have no choice but to pass. So I started in 2005, and in 2006 I was already getting awards as Comedian of the Year, 2007 Comedian of the Year, 2008 Comedian of the Year, 2009 Comedian of the Year. It was coming back to back because it was more like this guy came prepared. But basically, what I would advise individuals, we have our own process, growth process. For some, it could be within a limited time. For some, it could be long. For others, it could be whenever. But what always want every talent uh, to have at the back of their mind is never ever to give up. Does just believe in yourself. Just have a passion for the whole craft.
I've got a summary here, a comedian from South Africa. He says comedians with a lot of followers don't want collaborations. They feel like you will take their audience or they might lose theirs.
I'm not in that school of thought. I don't know why those comedians or who are the comedians are why they are doing that. I don't come from that school of thought. I don't operate that way. As a matter of fact, my show, my shows sometimes has been taken over by even more of the talents and even less of myself because that opportunity needs to be created for others to gain inroad into the industry. And usually it excites me, it gives me more joy to see that people are growing. Is one thing that makes me happy is when I see people growing and when I also discover that I'm a part and parcel of their growth process. It's something that gives me joy. It's something that makes me go to bed fulfilled. So I'm not in that. I'm not of that school of thought.
And I've got Cyril Basker, comedian from Durban. He wants to know what would be your advice for an upcoming comedian, and if you had to start again, what would you have done differently in your comedy journey?
Yeah, what would advise upcoming comedian is to consistently develop passion for the craft and always create materials. Try as much as possible to be original. Originality is key in this business. You have to be original, and apart from that, you have to come in with some vibe, some pretty good new tonic. If the comedy industry is going in a certain direction, come with your own vibe, come with your own flow. Take us to another direction that is just going to, make every other person that has been there look like learners. So, and yeah, what will I do differently if I were to start again? What would I do differently? Uh, I would have wished that I started monetizing my content early enough because I was just putting up stuff for free, not knowing that you know they could generate me thousands of dollars. So I didn't know that early enough. So that is one thing I would have done differently.
There is money on YouTube comedians, but you have to make sure you are dedicated. You have to make sure
Mm.
that you
I'm
create.
frozen over here, Thenjiwe. Is that what's happening at your end as well?
No,
You can see
I
me.
was not. I can definitely see you.
I just
I
moved
can
my
see you.
hand. Can you see me? Okay.
I can see
All
you.
right, cool. All right, let's
Let
go.
me. Okay, you can hear me now.
I can hear you.
Um. Okay, this one is not just for comedians or about being a comedian or producer or actor. It's just about being a brother, being an African. I see a lot of African people. There's nothing as nice as being a breadwinner, being the one that everyone comes to ask for a slice of bread, being the one that decides what's happening because you are the only one who's making money. And I've seen you, how you are with your family, how you are with your brothers and your sisters. What advice can you give Africans who want to be the only one shining within their community or within their families?
Or when I said it before, once you're the only one shining, once you're the only one that is being seen as the star personality in quote, it means you're a failure. It means you have not succeeded. As a matter of fact, getting teaching the people around you how to fish is something that is very, very important. It's not every time you want to say, come and take fish and just be on this other side and be basking in the euphoria of the fact that you're the one providing
Mm.
for the people around you. It doesn't put you in a better position. You will even overwork yourself because you're going to be so used to the point that you probably won't have what it takes to even provide not only for yourself, not to talk less of others. So, but when you teach people around you how to fish, when you tell the people around you and say, okay, this is the way, this is what I did, this is how I did it, and this is how I got to where I am today. And when you are able to teach them all these different processes, is a plus. Is a plus for you and is a plus for them. As a matter of fact, I see a lot of comedians who came from my platform today. They will also have their own shows. They have their own stand-up shows, both in Nigeria and abroad. All the different contacts that I had used before, I also want them to use it because, like I said before, the sky is indeed, wide enough for everyone to fly.
So, yeah, comedians, please do share. Please do not think that you are the only one who deserves to get a platform. People do not share. People will hide information on things that you told them about. And then, as Africans, African content creators at large, what do we do to collaborate?
What do we do to collaborate? It's easy. Collaboration, first of all, there must be an established relationship. There must be an established relationship. I can't be thinking of going into a collaboration with Chingliz, for example,
Mm.
if I do not know you, if I do not see your work, if I do not know the quality of the content that you can pull out. Now, for example, let's take AY and Thenjiwe. That came as a result of a relationship. Thenjiwe was invited to Nigeria for an award, I guess. I think
Mhm.
it was a festival,
It was
a
a film festival.
movie. Yes, and then your coming we met, and I discovered that this individual is funny. And then from meeting, we talked, and said, okay, this is what she does. I mean, I was introduced to her, and I was told this is what she does as well. And then I was opportune to now go and look her up online on YouTube. Say, wow, she's tight. Wow, she's good. And then I come back and I say, Tenjoy, come on. It's like someday we're gonna be working together. That is relationship.
Yeah.
So you must. So it starts from relationship, and from working together, we've done two movies together. Tenjo and I have done two movies together. One in South Africa, another one in London, and we've done about two, three, four shows together: Manchester, London, and Lagos as
Lagos.
well here in Nigeria. So, as a stand-up comedian, learn to build relationships. Learn to build relationships. Yes, some of them are going to turn you down. Yes, some of them are going to make you look stupid, but do not quit trying. You never can tell. You're just going to run into that person who is going to be your vision helper, who is going to help you, who is going to do all the nudging and pruding to help you harness your talent in an appropriate direction.
Titi Pasha, another comedian from South Africa, wants to know how important is branding as a comedian?
Branding is very, very important. You can only call for respect. You can only call respect upon yourself when you are well branded, where you are being seen. There are some people, they are the ones announcing to the world that they are stand-up comedians. People don't know them as stand-up comedians. or rather, people don't even accept them as stand-up comedians. Why? Because the lack branding. And how do you brand yourself? You brand yourself by, making sure that your content, the things that you put out there, are things that people can associate with. In branding yourself, it starts from your talent and how you channel this talent to your audience to receive you and accept you. They need to accept you. And the only way they can accept you is the way you put yourself together. For example, it can start from even your looks, how you want to go to an event space, how you look and how you put yourself together. And some people, they just believe, oh, I'm a comedian because I'm funny. I need to even look funny, dress
Mm.
funny, and
Have a
look
funny.
unkempt. Yeah. And so that's relegating yourself and not giving. If I go into an event where you have bank MDs today, if I enter the place, you will see the people run to me, the ushers run to me thinking that I'm one of the MDs
Mm.
that has arrived at the event venue. They will have to look to us and say, oh, it's AY, because I'm fully aware that I'm going somewhere. I'm going to be, delivering my content, and I need to have some respect for myself. And branding also is something that is important in the sense that when you are doing all these gigs, you have to come up with the right contents as well. You have to put the right things out there. It's easier for people to accept you when they identify you with something that is of quality, and then you begin to lure them into seeing you as a brand. For example, there are some comedians who go to corporate events. You go to corporate events where you have bank MDs, where you have, you know, pastors, Muslim people, that kind of gathering, corporate gathering where you have people, and then you go and be using the F word, and you go and be using languages that doesn't go with corporate. You are killing your brand. You are diminishing yourself. You're reducing yourself to uh, a nightclub comedian. You need to just call for that respect for yourself. So basically, for me, uh, how do I brand myself? I brand myself by looking for the right audience to sell my product to, which is my talent, market my talent to. I brand myself by understanding that audience, knowing what they want, the do's and don'ts, and pushing it to the point where they will not see me as somebody that they can trust and relate with. Because the minute you're a brand, it means that you're trusted. It means that anything you say, anything you want to do is believable because of
Mm.
the brand name that you've brought upon yourself.
Thank you. And we are now going to be joined by another award-winning comedian from South Africa who's also a producer, who's also everything that you do. He's the what you call is the Alibaba of South Africa, David Gao.
That's interesting.
Let's welcome David Gao. Yay!
Oh, David, my brother, David. I want to see David.
David,
I'm
can you?
frozen here. Why am I frozen?
I do not know.
Should I log in again?
I think David is also frozen.
Let me log in again.
Okay.
It won't affect anything on your side if I log in again,
I
right?
can't hear you guys.
We can hear you now.
I can hear David.
I do apologize, guys. Technical difficulties. We are creatives after all. We are not, but we're getting there. Yeah, David is back. David.
I can't hear you.
And AY is back.
What's up, brother man? How you doing, brother?
Now I can hear you. How are you, bro?
I can hear you and I can see you. That's my brother from
I
another
can hear
mother.
you now. I know I was telling Thenjiwe, no, man, that's my brother. You know, I have to say hello to him.
Yeah, yeah.
Greetings.
You,
Mhm.
you see, I'm going into winter.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. And now I'm trying to fight the corona as well. You know, you don't want to catch a cold because just now you catch a small flu, but you die from corona, you know?
because
You had your
as soon
finger.
as you get it, they are gonna start thinking. As soon as
Yeah,
you sneeze or do
yeah.
anything, they're gonna start thinking that you have the virus.
You die twice. You die from whatever is killing you, and you die from corona. You know, you get an accident, they write an accident report, they say you got corona while you was getting hit by the.
Corona caused the accident.
How are you, brother?
I'm good though. David, we need to do our game again. Thenjiwe, David and I
Yes,
we were on this show where the MTV show, what's it called again?
The one
lip sync.
Tell Tusi, the music one.
The
The
lip
music
sync.
one.
Yes.
The
With Tell
yes,
Tusi.
yes. Don't mind David. I came to South Africa and I beat David in South Africa. So I'm waiting for him in
I don't,
Nigeria.
I don't remember you beating me, huh?
I'm waiting for him in Nigeria so that I'll beat him home and away.
Anytime, brother, anytime.
Anytime.
Oh, brother, you know what? I think my mission and Thenjiwe's mission this year, we have to put together a continental tour. I was saying to people, you know, we've all toured in Europe, in the US, in Canada, and it saddens me that, you know, I've never performed in Kenya, I've never performed in Tanzania, I've never performed in Ghana. And for me, that means more than anything. You know, if I was told that, listen, Corona is coming in a year, you have to choose which countries you are going to perform to. Europe or the US will not be on the list.
At
Have to go
all.
to Rwanda, I will have to go to Kenya, I'll have to go to Tanzania, Uganda. And I know, your Facebook and your social media insights. I know exactly how many fans I have where I can break it down by town, village, city,
True,
country.
true, true,
So
true.
know that there are fans all over Africa that are waiting for us to perform live, you know.
Hmm. Yeah.
So
As a matter of fact, I mean, David has got that talent. He's a very strong personality in this business. We respect him. We love him very much. And this is also our opportunity to say thank you to my brother. Remember when I was going to do 10 days in Sun City? He was one of the first people who was trying to really help out by giving me inroad to make me understand what is obtainable in South Africa. So thank you, my brother. God bless you.
pleasure, brother. Anytime, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
anytime. And you know, I tell people the best hospitality I've ever got traveling was in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Remember the first time I think we met was at the Nigerian Music Hip Hop Awards.
Yeah.
You and Dibanj were the hosts. Yes, I came there with Nonfetemba and Yolisa, with Chanelo, and that was the first time we met many years ago. And there was a
Yes.
power cut. There was a power cut during the during the awards.
Shut up, David.
Guys, we've got a commitment here.
So people, brother, the best hospitality, one of the best places I've ever received in my travels was in
Yeah.
Nigeria. Nigerian
No, we're good
brothers.
like that. We're good like that. We're very good. We are our brothers' keepers, and that's
You
the reason why we also like to preach for an extension of such hospitality. Good enough. I've enjoyed it from you. I've enjoyed it from Thenjiwe, but I just want it to be across board. We need to also
That,
educate our people, tell our people, let our people know that we are one. I uploaded a content from Vuzi some 3 4 days ago. I
yeah,
think it got over 100,000 views on my page, and his message was very clear. You know, sometimes once you see the brother there, you know that pull down syndrome. We need to
mm,
find a way to eradicate it. We need to
yeah,
find a way to continue to support each other.
yeah,
Imagine coming to South Africa to do my film, and I say, "Oh, David," and David is an established filmmaker there, and David is also a stand-up comedian. And be like, "Okay, no, that Nigerian boy is not going to come here and do anything and fights me to the point. What that equally means is that he can also come to Nigeria to do the same thing. It means that I'm also going to stop him. So we have limited ourselves. So the more we begin to come together, the more we are going to take this talent of ours, take all of this put together for the rest of the world to see that Africa is blessed with different talented human resources, and we shall continue to be together as one big family.
But you know, for me, these are the stories that people do not know. You know, Thenjiwe has taught with you in Europe. I've taught with Basketmouth in Europe, in Nigeria. I was the first person that brought Basketmouth to South Africa for my Black Song the comedy show many years ago. You know, and this is what people don't know. You know, sometimes we see the news, we see all these xenophobic, stupid attacks that happen in South Africa, and then some people retaliate and all that. Meanwhile, you know, Basketmouth has been to my house. You know, I've been to Basketmouth's place in Nigeria.
I've spent Thenjiwe. I've been to Thenjiwe's place and Zamo. Where's Zamo? Hi Zamo.
Yes.
And then we'll take a ride around South Africa. We'll eat all the food. You see, buffet of South African food. We'll be competing. But these people need to know we're one.
Yeah, we are one.
You know, if we're not together as Africans, we're a non-starter. You know, already we lose so much because ourselves, South Africans, sometimes we don't see eye to eye, but we're not getting anywhere, brother. I think that's why sometimes everyone else in Africa has more influence, more money power, more financial power. I mean, all your guys' comedy shows are sponsored by banks, by financial institutions, by alcohol products, because they are all Nigerian owned and they're owned by Nigerians, right? We struggle, I have the biggest comedy show in the country. I've never had a sponsor in 16 years, right?
Wow.
Because that's not, because we know the money does not lie there, the power.
The money is not ours. The money is
give money to that product. Thenjiwe, we can't hear you.
I'm saying because the money is not ours.
Can you hear Thenjiwe?
I can hear Thenjiwe. Thenjiwe, go ahead.
I'm saying because in South Africa, the money is not ours. We do not own anything. We do not own even the hotels. So you can't even.
What's wrong with my...
Okay, Thenjiwe say, but can you hear me, David? David, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, maybe I should just be in the middle. She says it and I say it to you. Thenjiwe is saying because the hotels in South Africa does not belong to you guys, and because
nothing belongs to us. Nothing.
But the truth is this. This is the time we need to really set our priorities right. We need to know where to stand our ground and fight for our people and fight for the things that belongs to us, rather than spend that energy fighting each other. We need to direct it. Even if we don't have to fight, we need to direct. We need to pass a message, and because there's a need. I mean, there can't be a show as big as yours. I bought your DVD in the UK. I traveled to London, David, and I saw it. I was so proud to go to the shelf, and I grabbed I bought it, David Carr, and I got to Nigeria. I put it and I watched. I said, "Wow, this is good." That was the first time. That was before we even became friends. But that was the first time I would see your work.
My DVD was 11, 12 years ago. It was one of the first, not the first comedy DVD.
So you can tell that I'm saying the truth, because I looked at it and said, wow, an African comedian in South Africa, and then you have that brand till now, and there's no sponsorship, no sense of attachment to a brand like that. It's like saying leave the business, but we can't quit. We're just gonna keep doing what we know how to do best, and trust me, in no time, the people are still going to connect, whether they like it or not. It will become necessary.
We're gonna put together our own African tour. We are gonna film it ourselves, produce it, license it to all the other people that want to see it, put it on our social media, sell it on our social media. And that's the only way, and that's the beginning and the advantage that we have, that people do not understand that we are in control of.
I think we have a tour. I think we're going to have a tour with 3 comedians that are here already. So let's think of the other numbers that are going to join us.
Yes.
No, that's confirmed. After lockdown, brother, we need
So
to
we'll
fill
think of
Africa.
and it's going to be an African tour. And then you
Yeah.
go to Uganda. What's this
Rwanda,
lady's
Kenya,
name?
Tanzania.
Kasime.
We are coming, man.
Yeah, bring in the
Botswana.
Kanzime and all
Yeah.
that, you
Yes.
know.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
brother, this continent is too big. There are not enough comedians in the continent.
It's too rich,
Mm.
They are
but if
not,
we can work
you know.
together, we can work together.
So
It just
I'm
in
glad
South
I spoke to you, brother. Congratulations on everything, breaking records every
Thank you.
day,
Thank you,
inspiring
brother.
people, inspiring Africans, inspiring other comedians, and most important, owning your own content and realizing the value that's in your social media following.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you, real good.
God
you were
bless you
supposed
too,
to be
brother.
shooting.
Thanks, Thenjiwe. I can't hear you, so I don't know what you're saying.
Where are you living
Uh,
at?
David, you know what you do? Just log out and come right back in. You hear? Just
Okay.
log out and come right back. Yeah.
All right.
So
Hey,
David
right.
is gonna come back and join us. Yes.
You were supposed to be shooting right now in
Yes.
time.
So yes. Uh, you know, the Chinese people came, uh, and they talked about a partnership. So for us to do something in China, and that is not going to happen. Of course, you and I know that I won't go to China at this point in time, and so we're waiting. David is back. David, can you Thenjiwe talk so that David, let's
Thenjiwe,
confirm.
I don't want to.
I can hear her now. Wow. I wonder what's happening.
You see,
Technology.
yeah. It's technology. So yeah, I was supposed to do this movie in China, and they approached the brand and say it would be nice for us to work together, and so it was meant to happen before this Uncle Corona came from nowhere. I mean, it actually came from there, not nowhere.
No lie in that. No lie in
Chinese,
that.
Chinese virus. It is.
Yeah.
It's from China. It's
Chinese
from
virus. It's a Chinese virus.
It's from China.
It's from China.
I cannot wait for the
Trump.
jokes that have come out of this. I cannot wait to be attending comedy shows and all the jokes that are going to come out of this lockdown. It's going to
Yeah.
be.
You know,
I can't wait.
you know what? I was working on a new one-man show in March, right? And then I was going into Black Song in April, which was cancelled. So you could say from March, I think the last Wednesday of March was the last time I was on stage, right? And April went and May went, and we did all these things on social media. Before I joined you guys, before you started at 7, I watched the new Seinfeld on Netflix, and I think it was the first time I realized, oh my God, now I'm seeing what is happening. We are not gonna be on stage in a long time, and it's going to be painful.
Yeah, they are painful to the pocket, especially the pocket. Very painful to the pocket.
The pocket was hit immediately. I tell everyone I feel like I'm the black guy who dies first in all the movies that they made.
In all the movies.
Because as soon as they said this thing is happening, they canceled the live shows, they canceled gatherings, they canceled every single thing I
Everything
had.
we were counting on.
Corporate golf days, Black Songly was 4th April canceled. I had some gigs with Sister H. I had other brother. I'm telling you,
David, should I give you my own story? Publicity was ongoing for my Easter Sunday show.
Where they say,
and millions of naira was being spent, like we were disbursing cash, not knowing what was about to hit the AY brand. We're disbursing cash. The billboards were all over. The TV stations were buzzing. AY Live, the biggest comedy show in Africa. Back. They were doing all sort of publicity. And then Corona came. The Chinese virus. According to them, it came, and that was it. No AY Live. We had to go online to just do something compensational.
It's the same thing because with David as well. It was Black Only was coming.
in
It was a tour of cities.
I was a
Being
little bit I was a little bit in denial, and we kept because we said our show is postponed. Obviously, none of us knew what was happening with the Rona, and then some of the people who had bought tickets started calling me saying they want to buy groceries because they want their money back.
they want their money back.
So,
They want
but I got lucky, David. I
You
got
know,
lucky. People already bought ticket for my show. I got lucky.
yeah,
So when I made the announcement, and I was bold enough, David. I was bold enough, and I said, if you want your money back, send us an email. I kept that emotional face. Like,
yeah.
if you want your money back, send us an email so that we can give you your money back and stuff and all that. And I was so lucky. It worked. I said, no, we'll just wait. It's postponed
Wow.
anytime. But right now, I don't know how long they're going to wait for. With this kind of information I'm getting for you, they had better not change their mind and come for me.
Man, but you know what? For me, and we spoke about this with Thenjiwe, right? I've had my YouTube channel for 10 years, and I neglected it most of those years. Before the lockdown, the last time I posted was almost 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And I promise you, since lockdown began and stay home,
That's your baby.
I have posted more content on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook in this 3 to 5 weeks of lockdown than I've posted in the past 2 years.
Yeah. So, well, let's say thank you to Corona for making you remember YouTube.
No, we're all gonna have a lot to thank Corona for after this. I promise you. A lot of us will. Content creators, parents and their families and their kids and their relationships, wives and husbands. Some wives and husbands will have to thank Corona for their divorce. Some men are not gonna remember how to cheat anymore.
Oh yeah. Because you see when I grab that phone in the house and they'll be like, hello, and be nodding there. They say, baby, speak up. What are you saying? Let's hear what you're saying. And they're coding it, and they can't even, they're talking to the other. So right now, all of that, you just know how to put yourself together. Is very. But thank you to Corona, because I got a bit even more closer to my daughter. I see there's a lot of bonding going on right now. A lot of bonding, and you won't believe it. Even the contents I go to do out there, the views I get with just playing with my daughter is even more than those contents.
That's me.
I don't know how does that work anyway.
Yeah, that's me, and that's one of the things we miss, And I'll give you a simple example, right? The new Seinfeld special on Netflix that I'm talking about. You know what is the age restriction? 7+.
Whoa.
Yeah. Imagine, think about that.
Whoa.
That means the entire family in lockdown, mother, grandmother, last born, first born.
Yeah. See, the last content with my daughter is running to about 700,000 views.
Wow.
It's crazy.
No, if you go check most of my views on my Instagram are because of my kids, or all the stuff with my kids.
Yeah, when you look at insights, you see the family, anything family, that's what you see up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 family.
Yeah.
So it means that, it's just a message to all of us who are content providers right now. We have to start thinking in that direction to bring out contents that are family friendly, content that the kids who can relate to.
Especially now, because the kids have access to YouTube, to Instagrams, to TikTok. And then when we are out there on stage, we can take the risks and do whatever we want.
Oh yes, we can. We can do all the other kind of message.
All the other messages.
And then when are we gonna have a good big comedy festival in Africa? A good
After
big comedy
Corona,
festival. Not a festival where people are putting their friends who are not even
after
relevant.
after Corona,
Thenjiwe and a bad mouth.
No,
Thenjiwe
it's
calls
true.
a spade, huh?
It's true. So some
I know.
people, when you are told this one is
A
representing
spade.
Africa, and you like, where are the jokes? Or you like, when you can't even fill in your own toilet. If you had a show, you would not be sold out. But you are
Okay, you know what? Thenjiwe, there's one thing about platform. What you have here now is a very good platform to do a comedy festival because you as somebody you relate with people very well. Your sense of PRO is very much intact. So if you have somebody like David Cow, you have somebody like AY from Nigeria, basket. We have quite a number of them from here, and then you create this forum. Trust me, it's just going to work, and then we're going to have a proper comedy festival. Well, kudos to everybody who has done something. Kudos to everybody who has attempted it. But then it's very, very important. It's a stage. You look at what this other person did and see how to take it a step further. That way we're growing and we're growing. We can't get there overnight, anyway, but I'm very sure it's something that we can pull off.
No, we have to try. For me, everything I've done, my brother, we did the first ever comedy sketch show in South Africa with Kagiso Lidija. We did the first ever buddy cop film in South Africa. Everything we had to take the risk. We didn't make money at the time.
And we lost a lot of
And
money.
we never stopped, And now you look at Kagiso, it's got one of the biggest shows on Netflix, one of the biggest shows in the world, because we had to try, and we had, and it pays off. It takes years, months. It does not happen overnight, but
True,
it does
true,
pay off in the end.
true. Yeah, it
So
does.
if it means
It
our
does.
next mission is a African Comedy Festival, that's what it is, man.
I need you guys to please answer this question because I think it's very important. Should a comedian stop doing comedy because another respected comedian says so?
No.
No way.
No.
You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe. See, let me tell you, I'll give you a practical, whoever asks this question, let me give you a straight answer. When I was going to do my first ever comedy gig, I had some senior comedians who said, you are just coming into the game. You want to go to Muson Center and do a gig? Do you know what it takes to pack out Muson Center? You are just going to fail. Don't do it. Don't waste your money. But I had to because I believed in myself, because I also understand events and what have you. So I did it. So when I did it, the show was sold out. So that same venue, I used it the following year. I used that same venue the following year. From one show, it turned out to be two shows. Another set was waiting out. They were waiting outside to come in to join me. And after that, they all became too small. We went to another venue. It's called Federal Palace. Sold out. Now, Federal Palace became too small. We moved to Ocean View. Sold out. Ocean View became too small. And now we're at a hotel. Maybe from a hotel, we're going to the National Stadium.
You must go, brother.
Now, if I'd listened to that individual at that point in time, what would have happened to my career? So nobody is entitled, nobody is an authority in this business. Just believe in yourself and do what you have to do.
Especially stand-up comedy. Stand-up comedy is between you and your audience. Those are the only people that can tell you are funny or you are not funny, or you must give up, or make you feel like you haven't done enough. Not another human being.
Simple.
Yeah.
As simple as ABC.
Yeah, I've learned a lot today, and I hope our fellow comedians and creatives have learned a lot as well. But after all, you guys are comedians and you are African comedians. Before you start planning this, doing this, I want to know if you can be relevant in each other's countries. So I've got some questions for you. If it is correct, then you tell me, give me an example of when it happened to you, because they say in Africa, we are one, but we are different. So, does this happen in South Africa? Does it happen in Nigeria. You know you're African when half the things you get when you travel are not your. True or false?
True.
True.
You know you're African when you ask your parents for a ride to school and they'll tell you they used to walk 5 miles uphill to school and 5 miles uphill back. So
That's my father. That was my father.
That's what I tell.
True.
That's what I tell my kids. That's how I bring up my kids.
It's good you bring them up that way, brother. It's good you bring them up that way.
Me, no, dude, you can't do that. But
it's
everything I do.
You know you're African when your parents tell you to get in the car because they are leaving, but they talk to people for another 30 minutes.
Ah, yes. Thenjiwe, where you getting all this stuff from?
I just want to know. You know you're African when you get in serious trouble if you forget to greet your parents first thing in the morning.
Oh, you're dead. You're dead. My father will kill you. My mother will bury you.
You know you're African when other African states you're trying to figure out what part of Africa you are from.
True. Nice.
You know you're African when going to university is not optional.
Ah. Well,
unless
it's not.
Even when you don't have money, they still expect you to go.
To go to university.
You have to go to the university. You have to go to the university.
They make you go and apply, and they know they can't afford it. But
yes.
They make you...
You don't go to university, eventually you do something that gives you a lot of money. The first thing your parents will say, now you can go to school.
There's somebody, while we're growing up, there was somebody who wanted the son to go to the university to study to become a lawyer so that they can have somebody that will be helping them to fight land cases in court. That was the reason why he wanted the son to become a lawyer.
Make your own lawyer. Make your own. You know you're African when instead of hiring a caterer, everyone invited to the party brings a dish.
Well, that doesn't happen here.
No.
That doesn't happen here. No. You have to... we come for the jollof rice. We know you have jollof rice waiting for us. We come.
You don't expect people to bring some food when they come to the party. There's always
no, we don't expect. You can bring your container and use it for takeaway.
I have seen that.
You can bring stuff if you want. You can bring dessert and ask, hey guys, I know you're cooking. Can I bring dessert? Can I bring a bottle or something? But for me, I don't expect people to bring food to my house.
No, it's an insult if you bring food to my house. It's an insult.
Yeah. You know you're African when it's perfectly okay to show up to someone's house without notice and expect to be fed.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We are Africans. Africans are who?
And Nigerians
the signs. You know sometimes some parents or people, you will talk and visit and talk as much as you want. We shall wait for you to go.
Yes. We'll give you all the story in this world. Yeah.
And the kids will eat at 11 p.m., passed out under the table from hunger.
Yeah.
When you
we shall wait.
Pieces of chicken.
But in my experience, Nigerians get offended if you do not eat their food.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Everywhere.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It means
the party starts at 4 and you arrive at 11.
So let me tell you something. You know, AY, my wife is half Greek, half Zulu. Her father is Greek. Her mom is Zulu. And our
Wow.
biggest problem since we met 14 years ago, we are the first people to arrive everywhere. To a point where we had to start deciding that we are not going to arrive early. So you say 1 o'clock lunch at your house. We get there at 1. You are still cooking. You are not dressed. My wife now starts helping you cook. Now I'm trying to help them. My brother.
No.
I promise you, it's bad. But we had to teach our friends also, just for our events, our house, where children's birthday parties. You know, when
Well,
you say a child's birthday is at 11 and you've paid for the venue from 11 o'clock to 2 p.m. and some people show up at 5 to 2 and they arrive
yeah.
and we tell them, thanks for the gift. Thank you very much. We are on our way out.
You
So
just
some of their friends had to learn.
as soon as they come, just ask them to help you share the grace of fellowship. And again, you're lucky. Tendra, let me tell him, he's lucky because my wife, if we have to go out, I think Thenjiwe, she's met her, so they're friends. She knows her. If we have to go out, I need to. If the event is for 8 p.m., the makeup starts around 4 p.m., but we're still not done at 9 p.m. So you that have thanks for the Greek blend that is helping you get there on time. In my own case, sometimes we get to the AMVCAs and people are coming out of the awards. They're done. And we're just coming.
We would fight. My wife would fight.
She can be as late as she wants. Because when she arrives, you know she's arrived. You know why she was.
Oh, well, when she arrives, she arrives. Oh, come on. Who's doing this?
When she arrives.
No, when
they look like they haven't showered.
No, when she arrives, my shoulder increases. Like, okay, that's my wife. Yeah, guys, that's my wife. Yeah.
But some people will be late, but they show up. You do not even look like you've had a shower in a week. What was in my case, if I'm early to your event, you must know it's because I have another event later. So I'm starting with yours. I'm gonna stay, and then I've got another one to go to. Otherwise, I'm always late.
Yeah.
Last one. You know you're African when your parents tell you to get it. No. We did this one.
We did this. Yeah.
Okay.
So you know you're in Africa when you miss your cues on live TV show.
You do. When you have to call everyone auntie and uncle.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, so
yeah.
Everybody's auntie Thenjiwe.
Yeah.
Uncle David.
Uncle Ayo.
Even when you're not related.
They'll be like, you remember Auntie Susan? She used to look after you, babysat you when you were 2 months. How can you not remember her?
And by that time, the aunties today are all in their 20s, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Grandmothers are in their 30s, guys. Grandmothers. I've met so many grandmothers in their 30s.
Awa.
See. Don't.
No.
There are many.
No, guys. No. Not in their 30s, guys.
Yeah.
No, not 30s by age. The age has been reconfigured. The number.
David, if you have a child at 16, and then your child has a child at 16.
Well, that whole family needs to stop having sex at 16.
To avoid COVID-16.
Yeah, so guys, last message, because I know the three of us, we could be here for 7 hours. We once did a live with David, 5 hours.
Yeah, on Instagram.
Talking for 5 hours.
Until 3 in the morning, from 10 p.m. until 3:30.
Oh, you did 5 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, Instagram cut us. We go back 1 hour, and the same
Yeah,
people
1 hour
came
you
back
go back,
over.
1 hour you go back. You did
Yeah,
5 hours.
people
Oh
came back
wow.
over and over and over and over. It was
Oh,
fantastic. I think it was
that's
because
cool.
it was early days of lockdown, and Thenjiwe was stuck in New Jersey.
I was in New Jersey. I was
Oh
so
yes,
scared.
I remember when you got stuck in
Yeah,
New Jersey. I was praying for you, Tendra, like, come out, come out. New Jersey is just roughly 15 minutes away from New
So,
York.
yes.
yeah.
And that's it.
So
Ignorance.
No,
uh,
she was.
Ignorance.
And
My
Thenjiwe, just
friend,
please shout out to TT there. I see he's been here and he's listening, and he's always listening and following at all our
yes,
live
yes.
TT,
broadcasts.
I see TT here as well.
Yeah, big
Future of
potential,
comedy in
big
my head.
potential, very funny guy.
TT
The future.
Yeah,
Phasha, is that Phasha?
Phasha, yeah.
Yeah.
David Carr was the first South African comedian I watched. His show was called "I Told These Jokes the First Time."
I
I
did these
Oh
remember.
jokes
yeah,
first. I did these
yeah.
jokes first.
I did this joke first.
Yeah.
It is so nice when
No,
you see people saying they've learned so much from this.
yeah,
Chingliz, I see you. Yeah.
It means our job is done. It's an offense to
TJ.
reject a person's food because I know people
Oh
get
yes, it is. Oh, it's an offense. How can David come to my house and say I'm not eating? My friend, you had better take your purge medicine before coming to my house.
yeah.
so
No, you
guys.
can't do that in an African.
Last
Huh?
message for creatives and how to survive this epidemic.
Yeah.
Buy a
Okay,
lot
you
of
first.
data. Buy a lot of data, or make sure you've got good Wi-Fi. Have a good quality phone. You don't need to spend money on cameras and whatever. If you can afford to have a little room or corner in your house, you know, use that as your space where you go in and you can chat to people. And but sometimes, we are not in control. The kids are running around in the house. The wife is telling you food is ready. You must come and eat and cut away from the live. But I think most important thing is do not pressure yourself into thinking after lockdown or when you come out something magical must have happened, or it's gonna happen, or you must have planned some sort of, when I come out of lockdown I'm gonna be like this, I'm gonna do this, I would have done this. Because I think that's what's gonna drive a lot of people crazy when we finally come out of lockdowns, because now people think they would have achieved this and do this, and they're putting themselves in pressure. But the world has already told you, stop everything, relax, sit down, concentrate on the people that are important, that you love, and on the things that are important.
Good. And I'm just going to
Thank you.
say, add to what David has said, this is the right time to reevaluate yourself, your talent base. This is the right time to look at it. This is the right time to do a whole lot of research. How is David Cow doing it? Go online. There are materials. There are things that will
Yeah,
give you information at this point in time. You need to
yeah,
study. You need to take your career a step further, because knowledge is wealth, is a whole lot. The only reason you can have a content that you want to give to us to see, it will be that you are content driven yourself. There should be something about you, because you cannot give what you do not have.
yeah,
So in order for you to give that talent, in order for you to do that showcase, you must understand the concept of show business. And as a new talent, you must know that without the show, there's no business. That's why it's called showbiz. So you must learn how to showcase yourself in the right direction. Understand your target audience.
exactly.
Very, very important. Try as much as possible to be innovative. Look at this idea, with Thenjiwe right now. I can see David on the screen, AY is on the middle, and I see Thenjiwe on this other side. Trust me, when this content is uploaded, a lot of people are still going to revisit it. They
Yeah,
want to see it, they want to learn
over and
from
over.
it. So
Yeah,
you have to think of what you can do to put out there, because whether you like it or not, the social media space is where we're going to be operating for now.
Yeah.
So you better start thinking in line with things that will bring you money from this space. Thank you.
Nicely put.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. And thank you to both of you. I see everything philanthropic that you do. I've seen you that you are giving away food parcels, money to people who are in need. Thank you so much. And I'd like to ask everyone to continue supporting you. Subscribe to your channels. I don't know if you have a Patreon account, but if you do, yes, your Patreon account, and do anything they can. Buy your DVDs, just subscribe and support, because not only are you helping these two individuals, but you are also helping those families that they feed, those people that they are helping, even now during a pandemic where everyone is complaining about being a starving artist, but they are able to not only think of themselves and their celebrity status, but they are giving to other people. Wash your hands, but also remember to shower. It's not just hands we need to wash during the coronavirus time. When you say wash your hands, it does not mean do not wash your body. Let us wash everything. Thank you very much. I love you. Do subscribe to our channels and press the notification button.
Good talking to you, brother.
I love my brother. I greet you.